much for staying here with us. Our guest this afternoon is a Nigerian-born performing actor, film producer, director, whose career has made his name and face one to look out for in the Nigerian and North American entertainment scene. Ladies and gentlemen, let's make welcome to the show this afternoon, Titi Kuti, aka Adetiger, from the King of Boys film series.
Ooh. Lovely to have you here.
I was almost going to ask who the introduction was about because it was so
Really?
so nice and juicy.
Oh, wow.
I didn't even think it was me.
Okay, so that is what we do to all our guests.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yes,
Nice.
and especially with the fact that it is not that we are actually trying to jazz them up.
No, we're not.
We are saying the truth because it
Exactly.
is the work that you have done, and we make our introductions from all of this. So well done to you.
Thank you.
And welcome to our studio. And thank you so much for the good compliments that you have given us. I mean, the compliments you have given us
Yes,
about the
about
studio.
the
So you can say
studio.
it again so that we can feel
Please
ourselves.
say it on air.
Absolutely.
Say
Like
it again.
your studio is world class. You guys are not playing at all. Like CNN, nobody has anything on you guys.
You
So
know
let me
you
tell you
heard.
something. It's not that our shoulders are high like
It's
that.
not so, even though my clothes are spots already. Like my own is ready made.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you and welcome to the show.
Sure.
I mean, I've been reading about you when I learned that you were coming on the show, and I saw the things that you have done. In fact, the latest, I don't know whether to call that the latest, but Color of Love. And, you know, it was so inspiring. It was so fascinating to me. And I'm like, okay, so let's talk about this. But then let's go back to Adetiger. I mean, let's talk about what this, being that character in King of Boys, did to you. How did he, I know that it was not your first time of acting, but then did he do anything to you? Because some people are grateful for certain opportunities that were given to them.
Yes, absolutely. So it's the journey, actually. I always tell most of the younger practitioners, like, look, acting, entertainment, content creation particularly is a journey.
Yeah.
You have to be ready for the journey. And there is always a monumental point where there's a turnaround project that changes everything.
Yeah.
But you never know when that point will come. So you have to put your passion into every single project that you have an opportunity to be on. So I would say at that spec in time, King of Boys was that project for me. And I didn't take on the role or the character because I knew it was going to be explosive like that. I just put the same amount of dedication and diligence I put to every project. And then so when the results started coming, you know, it felt like icing on the cake, because for me, I just wanted to contribute to a project that was going to be a footprint in the sand of time. Like from reading the script and knowing who the director was, Kemi Adetiba, I already knew that that project was going to change Nollywood.
Oh, wow.
And it did. It did. I mean, afterwards, you can see that most of the projects that came outside had a new standard to meet up with. So that's what it was for me.
So it put you on another trajectory entirely.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, so away from King of Boys, after that, a lot of people know you're an actor.
Yeah.
But what they don't know is that you are a humanitarian, and then you're a producer and a director, and you have so many other talents. Because the moment people see one person, they're like, oh, yeah, he's an actor. And hey, what else can he do? Maybe YouTube movies or something. But you have gone ahead to show that apart from doing the norm, the regular, you can also do other things. And like she said earlier, you have the Colors of Love, which is out, and it's been going to different film festivals.
Yep.
So I'm going to start with the film festivals. I've noticed that in recent times, a lot of people, once there's a new movie out, either a short film or a proper film, they take it straight to film festivals. What does that do to your movie, apart from putting it into those markets? So
I can speak for my movie.
Okay.
Different people go to film festivals for different reasons.
Yeah.
So Color of Love, for me, was my leg into the North American market as a producer. And basically, for about 2.5 years now, I've been more focused on pushing Nollywood on the international front. And that, for me, was the defining moment where I had the opportunity to work with cast and crew who practice filming abroad. It was an opportunity for a fusion between Nigerian actors and foreign actors, basically where I'm hoping that our industry gets to in the near future, which is to break into an ecosystem of wider market. So it was, I would call it an exhibition project. And it's gathered lots of accolades. Like I had the mayor of my municipality come on my location.
Saw that.
Yeah.
They were even recognized.
Yeah. So, and the thing is, there are not too many Nigerians that are doing production on that scale. So it was a breath of fresh air at the time for my other colleagues who were also part of the project, and basically showing the Western world that we have producers from Nigeria that can actually shoot world-class films.
Fantastic.
So that's what has taken me to film festivals. Like, I've been to about 9 countries so far touring the same film. It's not on distribution yet.
Okay.
But the thing is, when you go there and, the people who watch the film, other filmmakers of repute from all around the world who attend the film festivals, they see the production, they see the quality of the production, and they hear that it's a Nigerian producer. So that kind of, it serves some sort of an ambassadorial role for all of my colleagues. And hopefully, in the next 2 to 3 years, we can have those co-production treaties with foreign countries where we can always exchange ideas and content.
That's amazing.
Great. And I am so interested in the fact that you mentioned, having, ambassadorial, positions and all of this, and then you are a UN ambassador of peace, right? Peace. Fantastic. So I would like to know, because yes, you've done works, and it is good that the spotlight is on you already, and then you have this recognition and all that. I mean, what is the criterion of having such a role? And then we talk about image makers. You have people, because there are so many people who are good with whatever they do, their craft and all that, but they don't have that. They're not in the limelight the way they should be in the limelight. I really want to know, is it about employing like an image maker that was pitching you to different people that made you get to that level, or how exactly did you get there? I'd just like to know. Perhaps it's on somebody's mind.
Well, most times, in my case, these guys had been watching me for about 1.5 years or 2 years, or maybe even longer, and I didn't know. So all I do was I kept the passion for my craft consistent. And even before publicity, before I got very popular, I've always been a humanitarian in my own right. And a lot of times, even in the municipality that I reside, in Toronto, I always participate in community events and stuff. I always, especially when it has to do with entertainment and the craft.
You put yourself out.
Yeah, so I'm always happy to support, and like my short film that I shot now, everybody that was hired was a resident of Toronto pretty much. So, I mean, in the little way that I could, I provided employment, and I contributed to, growing the ecosystem.
Nice.
So it's basically, in any sphere that you are, the UN would always, they have several agencies that are scouting for people who can carry their image.
Make yourself responsible.
That's it.
Make yourself visible.
That's it. So as long as you keep consistent, you keep passion, and there's always a distinction when people are looking at chasing after money, and when people are purpose-driven. So the purpose can't lie, it can't hide, because it's original. And the people who want to associate with that would definitely spot you out. So that's how it happened for me. I don't know, maybe some other people had image makers that pitched them, but for me, it was strictly a merit-based appointment.
I get it.
Okay, we have a lot more to talk about with you, but right now we need to go on this commercial break. And when we do get back, Titi Kuti will still be in the building.
Is the fact that you're...
All right, welcome back to the show, guys. It is still ESplash on TVC, and we have our guest who will also be serving as a guest presenter. So, we've always got your back with everything movie related on Tuesdays. This right here is your ultimate guide to this week's must-watch films. It is time for
Movies at the Movies.
Hollywood, Adoni Ogidonbirin. Adoni, a fearless and passionate barrister, finds herself trapped in a land oppressed by a ruthless tyrant. Fueled by an unyielding desire to fear her people, she must find a way to challenge a system built on fear and corruption and restore justice to her community. But in a world where power reigns supreme, will her courage be enough to spark a revolution? Actors in the movie are Nancy Isime, Odunlade Adekola, Iyabo Ojo, Tina Mba, Lateef Adedimeji, Patrick Doyle, Muyiwa Ademola, Shola Kosoko, Kepi Ekpeyong, amongst others. Wow.
I love the infusion of culture into that particular one.
Yeah, and to start a revolution, you always need one person to begin. So what do you think about all these movies that we have in Nollywood now, especially when you have a female or a male pioneer leading people?
So I think, like she said, the fact that we're embracing our indigenous stories tells that we are ready to embrace originality. And we have the stories and we have the market.
We do have.
Of course.
So for me, one of the films that I found, I wouldn't say found offensive. I was a little disappointed about it.
Which one?
It's, what's this film? The one that, what's the name again? This guy who is a pastor now was in it. It's a foreign film. Viola Davis.
Oh, yeah.
Woman King. Beautiful actors, but you can tell that there was no interpretation of the story because I know the story of the Dahomey people.
Yes,
so
I get it.
We don't have to wait until people from abroad come to
tell our own stories
because they're not going to tell it right.
Exactly.
So what is going on now? I mean, right now we have about 3 film villages that are all set up for epic indigenous films, and we have big shots like Kunle Afolayan and other guys that have all the equipment, world class.
I totally agree.
Yeah, and are willing to shoot these films on that
totally
level.
agree.
I mean, look at what happened with Anikulapo.
Yes,
It went global. So
yes,
we have the market.
I totally love it because even at Oscars, what they're asking is for our originality, and that is totally fine. And because of the time that is not really on our side right now, we have to get to the second one. And in Hollywood, The Accountant 2. When our former boss is killed by unknown assassins, Treasury agent Mary Beth Medina is forced to contact Christian Wolf to solve the murder. With the help of his estranged but highly lethal brother, Brax, Chris applies his brilliant mind and less than legal methods to actually piece together the unsolved puzzle. As they get closer to the truth, the trio draw the attention of some of the most ruthless killers alive, all intent on putting a stop to their search. Actors include Ben Affleck, John Menthol, Cynthia Adai Robertson, Daniela Prada, Alison Robertson, J.K. Simmons, Robert Morgan, amongst others. Oh, wow.
I would love to watch this one.
I would definitely love to watch that one.
Action, everything.
Yes. And so we still have Titi Kuti here.
Yes, we do.
And of course, apart from Colors of Love, are there other things in the works for you would like to know? Let us into your world.
Yeah, so I just finished shooting the film called Dogs of Mexico before I came to Nigeria.
Wow.
Yes,
You're not taking it easy at all.
So the film was shot in 5 countries, and it tells the story of a Mexican cartel. It's so typical, like it's... Interestingly, the writer is a Nigerian.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, I think you see some of the clips from Mexico that we shot. We shot some scenes in the United States. We shot some in Europe too. So it's a proper story written, and for me, that's the next level. Like
I'm here for it.
I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, absolutely. Like it's set to premiere at Toronto International Film Festival later this year, and then afterwards it's going to be on. I'm not sure if it's going to be Amazon Prime or Netflix, but it most likely will be a global distribution. Yeah, and then I have another project again that I will be working on probably towards the end of August here in Nigeria. So there's these 2 guys, they are Hollywood directors, Christopher Miles and Angel Valerio, that have had an interest in
Africa and Nigeria.
So as a matter of fact, I met both of them at the first 2 film festivals that I premiered Call of Love. And that's what sparked the conversation.
Oh, wow.
So somehow we've been able to have a discussion, and they are very interested in doing some sort of an experiment show, like maybe a film that they can act in. And I'm very sure that we'll pull it off.
Yes,
I'm also looking forward to
it.
bringing them here, having them experience the Nigerian culture, and also giving the Nigerian actors an opportunity to meet a Hollywood director, things like that. So, but we're like, let's say 90% ready. They have the money. It's not the money that is the problem. So it's just having somebody to trust that can show them around. And they took their time to inquire into my background before they... Yeah. So it's finally going to happen.
Middleman. That's really, really lovely. So how can people reach out to you on social media? Because I'm sure there's a lot more you have to say, but they would find out on your social media. What's your social media handle?
So my handles are my name. I'm not a Gen Z, so I don't have all these extra.
Yeah, I get it.
Once you type in Titi Kuti, or if it's Ade Tiger, you remember, just type it in on all my social media. It's
fantastic. Thank you so much, Ade Tiger, for coming on the show today. And that is it. I have done this with Lady Cat. My name is Honeypot, and of course, we'll catch you tomorrow. It will be our top 10 countdown. You don't want to miss that for the world, okay? You take care of yourself, and we will see you.